Check, mate. That's what that one is. That's what that one is, yeah? Because I led you down the road, I put you there and I went, check, mate.
I'm starving. Do you know what, on one of these podcasts, if we get some food set, although we can't really eat whilst we're
Nah,
here.
because people like eating on the...
It's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah. But isn't that ASMR? Is that a thing? Oh my God, he lost his head. He was going, don't fucking do that. Isn't that a thing? That is a big thing because I can remember a lot on like Instagram and stuff. There's a woman who just sits there and eats like pickles and stuff in front of a camera, or not a camera, a mic. Well, a camera as well as a mic.
And they whisper.
And people
as well.
like the crunching and shit like that.
Yeah.
What does ASMR mean? I don't know.
I don't know. I think it must be an abbreviation or something. But they do whispering as well. Like they whisper into the mic and chew and
Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what ASMR actually means.
Depends what you're into though. I think it's an erotic.
No,
thing,
I don't think it is. I think
it not?
Mate, it's fucking 2020. We've got Google. What is going on?
I always assumed that ASMR was like a sexual thing. Or...
Yeah, me too. But that's like... that's like... what is it? It's because it's close to like BDSM, stuff like that.
What, as in the abbreviation?
Yeah, ASMR, BDSM. There's like S&M, which is, I think that whips into...
I don't know.
We're going to Google all of these. Right, so, autonomous sensory meridian response.
No way.
So it's completely like scientific. Sometimes autosensory meridian response is a tingling sensation that typically begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck or upper spine. A pleasant form of paresthesia is it has been compared...
That's the wrong thing.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Yeah.
Best ASMR triggers. Oh, no,
so
I think
that
it is.
triggers people to get it.
Yeah, that it's like a
It's a response to the...
So in some way, your body...
and what is it? They get a tingling?
There's different things to it. So you can do it by watching stuff, by listening to stuff. Basically, if you either watch or see certain things, your body starts going, ooh.
And what's the sensation? I want to know if I've ever had it.
Is a tingling sensation that typically begins on the scalp and moves down the back of the neck. Do you know what that is?
That's when people rub their fingers on a chalkboard.
Nah, it's the good one where where like you get the good little goosebumps kind of thing.
Goosebumps. The only thing I can think of is when someone uses the pronged head massager on me.
Yeah, and then you get that and you feel them little like that tingle go down your back quickly.
Yeah.
When someone massages your head really nicely or really like slow or whatever.
Okay, my hairdresser now gives me a head massage during my
Mine washes my hair now as well.
So good. Amazing. Never had it before, but it's so worth it if you haven't done it.
Right. BDSM. BDSM meaning stands for bondage and discipline, dominance and submission. Sadism and masochism. Do you know what masochism is?
Massacre is when you kill people, isn't it?
Yeah, but masochism, do you know what it is?
Nah.
It's where you like, have you ever seen the videos of, have you ever been in a very boyish group chat and a random video comes in and you see like a man naked with a hard on but getting kicked in the nuts or something like that?
Yeah.
One of those.
Frequently.
Yeah. I think Sam put one in the group the other day actually.
If I ever get to that, I mean, like, fair play. I'm all for people doing what they want.
That does baffle me. Yeah, same. Like, if you're not hurting anyone and everyone involved's up for it,
do it.
Do what you want. But that like rocks me.
If I ever get to that point, something's happened. Yeah, I can't have just
got there. Something's gone wrong. I can't
have just got there. On that line, though, it's weird that people have fetishes, isn't there? We were speaking about this today.
They're only weird from the outside, I guess, aren't they?
Well, no. So I would say if somebody enjoys feet,
that's weird or normal.
To me, that's weird. I don't like or dislike feet either, like particularly. But if that's your thing, then just odd.
And do your thing.
Well, I mean, guess everyone has one, but yeah. Crazy.
Yeah, feet don't do it for me.
What's your fetish?
I don't have one.
Yes, you do. Come on.
No, I don't.
Oh no, we're going to be open on the podcast, aren't we, Fab?
I don't have it. I wouldn't call it a fetish.
I would say
just
it's. I think fetish has bad connotations.
Yeah, fetish makes it sound like almost dodgy.
Yeah, but I don't think it's dodgy. I just think it's something you enjoy.
What are you gonna say?
Well, no, you just say it, and then
Well, now go on.
because you know what I'm
Now
thinking.
go on. Well, what are you leaning
Well,
to?
yours is you like. I'd say you like bigger or larger, slightly. No, actually, I'm not even gonna say it. You like girls with more body fat. You like higher percentage body fat girls.
Okay, maybe. No, maybe not. No, because it hasn't necessarily been body fat.
I think it does.
Mass in general.
I don't think that you would get with a lean, muscly girl.
No, I wouldn't.
Well, that's my point. Then.
But she could be lean and wham,
What's lean and wham?
like low body fat percentage, but like massive legs or something like that. Like big thigh. You know, you see like on Instagram, you see them girls that like just got like they smash the life out of gym and they've got massive legs.
Yeah,
But
that's
they're not.
lean and
They're not
muscly.
particularly fat at all. They haven't got a high body fat percentage. They're still like gym girls and training whatever.
You like thick.
I just like meat on my bone. Yeah. That's all.
Yeah, fair.
I just like meat on my
I
bone.
rate it.
That's all.
When we for the first probably year of our friendship, that was something I really struggled to get over. But
You struggled to get over.
yeah, only because I was like, I can see some of the girls that you enjoy as attractive, but it gets to a point where you're like still enjoying it, and I'm like, God, that's...
But this is what I mean. It
Yeah.
almost goes back to the fetish thing. That it's only weird when you're on the other side.
Yeah, true.
Because like some of the women you're interested in, I like.
Yeah,
I
so
have no
I think
interest
my
in.
fetish is girls that are brainy. So okay, wait, let me say.
See,
this.
it's not even a fetish.
no,
it's
no,
just
no.
a taste. It's just
It's
a
just
personal taste.
It's just a taste, but
The same way like girls like tall men or like muscly men or some like dad bods or whatever. It's not necessarily a fetish. It's just a thing. Like you just like. what you like.
is a fetish more sexual?
I think so. Yeah. I think fetish links more to like kind of the sexual arousal of it. Of like, it gets you off. Like you can bust one out over.
So
it.
the thing that gets me off. God, how do we end up here?
God. No, you forced this one actually.
I really enjoy a girl that's super intelligent, but is not boring in the bedroom.
Yeah. Okay.
That's still like intersex, sexual, like wants to try different
They
things,
can go
but she's
together
like
with it.
intelligent. Yeah, I think that's my thing. I'm trying to think of other stuff.
You're shitting yourself talking about this.
No, I think it's not. I think it's nice that we have to do this. Makes you feel a little bit awkward.
We
but-
need to have these open conversations, guys. They need to be more normal.
Okay, so what's a fetish that you think you could over the coming
This is
years
gonna
that
get-
you could get?
Come on in. What's the question?
If
I mean, whatever.
what's a fetish that you think you could get?
Could get?
Yeah,
Like
that
get
you
into
could
something
develop.
I could like.
Yeah. I guess you don't know. It's probably,
No, I don't think I know.
but I guess you.
Because we were having this conversation today with Sam and stuff, and I was saying I'm pretty normal. Like I don't really. There's not too many. There's not anything really that, other than the actual woman and the body
Yeah.
of it being interesting to me. There's not really much more I feel like I need to add or do anything with, kind of thing. Like I don't need you to.
And do you try different stuff? Like, do you try?
Jesus Christ.
No, come on, let's do it. We're here now. We may as well do it. Do you try? Like, I'm trying not to go too weird, but do you
No,
try
we're
like
not.
handcuffs? Do you try like toys and
Yeah,
things? And
but so all those little things like handcuffs, toys, hair pulling, choking, spanking, all those little bits.
Yeah.
I've done them all,
yeah,
but they don't. I never feel like they do anything particularly extra for me.
interesting.
I've not got like double into it just because I'm slapping her ass now. I'm just
Okay.
doing it because
So it's just pretty. Is there anything that a girl could do that could make you be like, "Come on, yes, go on, come on, let's just go all the way."
fuck. No, I don't actually think there is.
Fair.
I don't actually. This is what I mean because I'm not. I just enjoy. Once I have a woman that I like and
Yeah.
I'm interested in, I don't need all the extra little bits. I've already decided that I'm in. I'm already at kind of my peak. I'm already there.
with you.
There's not really much more to do. Like, I don't know, like eat chocolate off your body and stuff like that. Like, food in the bedroom's a ball ache. By the
It's
way.
I've had that a couple of times, and
Ball ache,
I'm
and
more
it's
just
not-
like, God.
Yeah, mate, my head goes, oh, who's going to clear this up? Like, what do I do? The wrapper's over there. What if we get, like,
It's on the bed sheets.
What if we
It's on
get,
the bed.
fuck, there's chocolate on my sheets. What the fuck? Like, how am I going to get this off? Like, oh, well, it's going to stain. Is it going to, and all of
And
this.
chocolate's the worst because
It does as well. And all of this while I'm still trying to, like, be in the moment and be sexy and whatever else, and it's all trying to go.
Yeah.
And in my head, I'm like, I'm licking this fucking chocolate off your stomach or something. And I'm looking, I'm going, it's on the bed. It's fucking on the bed. I'm going to have to get the vanish out in a bit. Oh, it's funny, man.
yeah, no, I think food's not the one.
No, I'm not that. Again, just an added thing which, if you want to, cool. But I'm not that bothered.
Yeah.
It doesn't really.
And are you the same when you're like drunk? Are you the same? Are you still just chilling, or do you change? Do you get like more into
The only
it?
thing I get when I'm drunk is I'm more aggressive.
So I'm
more aggressive and boisterous in the situation.
I'm more into it when I'm drunk. I feel more like passionate about it. You know, I'm like, yeah. I guess because you're not as aware of yourself, are you?
A lot of the self-conscious bit of
Yeah.
it goes.
You go unless I'm too far, and then nothing's happening.
Time
Then I'm
out.
going
Time
to
out.
sleep. Crazy.
Yeah. So
Wow.
wait, what was the? No, because you didn't do your answers.
Yeah, I did.
No, I don't think you did.
About what?
I can't remember the fucking questions now.
No, I did. I said I like a girl that's intelligent.
Yeah, but you asked me something else after that. Yeah. What?
What
no.
could I develop?
Yeah. What could you develop into?
I have no idea. The thing with me is I like trying things, but I have to assume that I would enjoy them before I tried them. Does that make sense?
Is there anything you've tried that you don't like?
No, we're not.
Check, mate. That's what that one is. That's what that one is, yeah? Because I led you down the road, I put you there, and I went, check, mate. Just put my little piece there. King, queen, you in the corner.
You knew. You're a little
We're in now.
fucker.
You said
We're
let's
gonna
be
leave
honest.
it there.
You said let's
yeah,
be
but you
honest.
know it's going both ways.
All right, fine. I'm in. Bluff shot. You haven't got it. You haven't got it in yet.
Okay, so really, are you really doing this?
I'm in.
I mean,
I'll do it. Because I think as well, it's a normal thing that everyone's
yeah,
done.
people should be able to
Everyone's
chat about
done
this, but
all
we have to
everyone's
remember
tried
this
it.
is going out to everyone.
I mean-
Okay, so right, I'm just gonna say it.
All right.
Right.
Go on then. Say it, bud.
Yeah,
Are you going to specify like that as well?
I'm just gonna
Okay,
say it.
cool.
I'm just gonna say it. So I have tried, and people have told me it's good. Okay, so I'm just gonna say it.
Go in.
I've had a finger in my bum hole,
Yep.
and I've been told it's really good. So I was like, yeah, cool. Like, don't really mind that much. Like, I'll happily try it.
So someone you know told you like, oh, I had
Yeah,
this.
somebody like a friend, or actually a couple of them. We were like having a conversation. A couple of them had tried it, and they'd said, it's like really good. You do it like this, is really good. So I was
Talking
like,
about
yeah,
it like,
cool, like,
they're talking about a fucking game or something.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
like,
you
we're
should
quite
get the
open
new
about it.
FIFA. It's really good.
and so yeah, I tried it, but for me, like, I didn't dislike it as such. It didn't do anything for me. The only thing I can say is it made me feel quite like small. It made me feel emasculine.
Escalated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
So maybe that's an ego thing or something. But
So maybe if you relaxed a bit more, you'd enjoy it.
maybe, yeah. I don't know. But again, I have tried it once and I haven't tried it since. I didn't dislike
Has it been
or like
suggested to try since?
No. No.
So
like
the
neither
general vibe was like,
yeah, like it was fine, but neither of us were into it, like particularly. So we just left it there.
oh, good.
Also though, that's so important, isn't it?
What?
If you're either in a relationship or you're not in a relationship but having sex with somebody, being able to try things like that, and obviously when it's going well, it's like great.
Yeah.
But being able to try stuff and it be a bit weird and then just be okay with it.
Mutually go, you know what?
Yeah.
Not for me.
not happy with that. I think that's
Yeah,
equally
no,
as
that is good.
important.
That's big, especially in well, massively in relationships, but even just someone that you're maybe just having casual sex with at all. That
Yeah, that you can just no,
yeah, nah,
maybe not that
not
one.
that one. No more of that.
Yeah, go again. You're not a big relationshipper, are you? I feel like this is something we haven't spoke about much on the podcast.
We spoke about it in the first
We
one.
we spoke about we brought it up briefly. But what are your views on relationships? And not just on like sex in relationships, but on like monogamy. So only seeing one
partner.
person, and then not being in a relationship or having different people that you're seeing. Like, let's talk about that.
This is dangerous.
Let's talk about that. Let's just have a chat about it.
So like I think in part it's similar to what we discussed before about saying no to things that you don't want to do, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like when I get the vibe or a feeling of like a relationship or whatever doesn't work with me or doesn't fit with me, I'm clean to say, like, you know what, I'm out. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't do it for me. And sometimes that can almost be viewed as pretty harsh or blunt or stuff in the way I do it and the way I come across. But I'd rather just be honest with you and tell you that it's just not clicking for me anymore. I'm just not there. Than come up with a story of, it's not you, it's me. Or
Yes.
that bullshit. Like, I don't deal with that. I can't bothered. I'd rather just be plain, because then at least you know as well. And as much as it may be shit at the moment, you might be upset or whatever else, but at least there's no questions. I think that's the biggest problem with it, especially with one in relationships and maybe just casual things that you're doing, whatever else, is that a lot of people break it off, but then leave a door kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it makes it, then that leaves a lot of questions on whoever is the receiver of being dumped
Broken,
being broken off.
In our friendship, we've both been single, got into a relationship, been with a girl, and then like broken up with them.
Yeah.
And split up. And I think we were both quite into those girls, like in that situation.
At the time, yeah.
And then when we broke up with them, we were like, knew it was the right thing, but still, it's hard.
It was difficult.
It's hard to get away from that, isn't it? To like put space between you and that person. Yeah, I that's the thing that I struggle with most in a breakup is just like
Is the separation.
you go from so much to just
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? They're a part of your daily routine in some sense, whether you're seeing them, talking to them, whatever. And then and obviously because they're your partner, they're quite a large chunk as well. And then at some point, whenever whoever says they're not in anymore, that's gone, and it's out now. And then all them little bits of your routine where they were there or they filled in, they're not there anymore. And it feels, for a time, it feels a bit weird. It feels like there's space, and you just go,
Do you think that's what people struggle with most in a breakup is? Because there are so many people, aren't they, that are in relationships that they're not actually that happy with. And they're just staying with somebody, maybe both people aren't even happy, and they're just staying with somebody because it's like easy or...
Because it's easier to endure staying with them than it is to go through the bit of breaking up. And this is what I go back to about having the honest conversation. A lot of people hate to do that.
Oh, it's so hard, isn't it?
It's such a hard one to... It's just a hard one to do, to be like, can you... Because as soon as... The funny thing is as well, as soon as either side goes, can we have a talk? Can we just like have a chat?
Oh!
Whoever's on the other side goes... like their heart goes or whatever else. So like... It's not even... There's no way to even kind of ease into it. As soon as you say something like that, you know what's coming with it. You know kind of where it's going to go.
Yeah. So when I have that conversation with a girl or whatever, the initial, like you say, can we have a conversation?
Yeah.
That's the hardest bit, isn't it? Because you straight away they're thinking, oh no.
Yeah.
What? Even if it's not like that bad, or it's just something that you want to.
But it's a natural thing to immediately assume the worst, isn't it?
And be like, God,
shit! Like what's going on?
But once you get through that stage and you've had the conversation, you're almost always better off.
Yeah, it always feels like a weight lifted because the thing is as well, it's not instant. Whoever the like leader of it is. whoever's instigating that conversation has thought about it for a while. They've not just woke up one day and go, you know what, I'm getting rid. Like, it's been on their head for a while. So you've been playing with it, playing with the idea, mulling it over, blah, blah, blah. And it's been on you for a little bit. And then once you finally have the conversation and either come to whatever conclusion, it feels like a weight lifted.
If I met somebody on a night out and I knew they were with somebody, is it my responsibility?
No. No, it's not.
No. Not morally.
Just say the whole question for anyone that may not.
So I've gone on a night out as a single guy, and I've met a girl who I know is in a relationship, but we're both flirting and putting on each other, and then you go home with her and you sleep with her. Is that morally acceptable?
No. Well, is it morally acceptable?
As in, like, do you think it's fine? On my part.
I don't necessarily think it's fine, but at the same time, I don't think you have any responsibility in the situation. It's not particularly okay, but it's also not it's not your business to worry about someone else's life, to try and take responsibility of their life and manage them and say, because the thing is with them situations, if it's not you, it's going to be someone else.
Yeah, true.
And I don't mean that as a justification. I don't mean that's, you should shag her because if you're not, your mate's gonna, or whatever else. But what I mean that to say is that it's gonna happen regardless. So just because it's happened with you doesn't mean you're the problem in the situation, unless you've kind of forced your way in and been on it for a while and really pursued it and really been after it. But if it's more of a casual encounter or just an organic encounter, then no. Only, and then there's other, I say, rules to it.
How funny that we just have rules.
But like, the only place where it changes is if you know the other party. So not necessarily your mate. So if it's your mate's girlfriend.
Yeah, but that's just code 101 anyway.
But then where does it stop? Like, is it your mate's mate?
No, if you know the boy, if you're mates with the boy, then you don't go for the girl.
How matey?
Like your mate, as in if you're friends.
What if...
And then also, I don't know if that changes after time, because I would probably date somebody who had been with like maybe not a close mate, but like a mate after like a couple of years.
See, I wouldn't.
Oh, interesting. Do you not think people change so much in like...
Yeah, but I just see it as a respect thing.
Interesting. What sort of supplements are you taking? Like, so not your nutrition, but what supplements are you taking like every day alongside that?
I keep it quite simple, to be honest. I wake up in the morning, I take a bunch of vitamins. So I take, I can't even remember them all. I take...
D, C?
Yeah, so I take 3 vitamin C capsules. Yeah. I take a multivitamin. I take 2 zinc tablets.
Yeah. Omega-3?
Omega-3 and cod liver.
Nice.
There's one more. No, I think it is vitamin D maybe.
Yeah.
I think it's 2 of the vitamin Ds as well.
Cool.
And that's it. That's quite a few.
You just slam them all at
once. Just slam them all at once. Just bang them all.
And then...
Can't bother.
Throughout the day?
So, yeah, I bang those in the morning. I'll eat, have breakfast, go to the gym. I have I think it's about 3 litre big jug thing that I can fill up with water, like my water bottle. And in that, I'll put 2 scoops of... basically, it's like... In short, it's like BCAA powder.
Yeah.
Flavoured BCAA powder to go. I just drink it throughout the day.
As you're at the gym.
Yeah, as I'm at the gym, as I'm training, I'm doing bits and bobs, just because it's a good kind of, it's got a lot of carb kind of filler in there. Yeah. And it just keeps you going quite nicely. Depending on the day, depending on how I'm feeling, I might take a pre-workout as well before a weight session.
Are you a coffee or a
I'll always have a coffee in the morning regardless. And if by the time I've had my coffee and got to the gym, I'm still not where I think I should be, I'm still like half asleep, then I'll bang a scoop of pre-workout as well. After my weight session, I just have 2 scoops of protein with some water. Smash that quickly.
Technology's crazy, isn't it? What? You've got all those things in like tablets and powders.
Yeah, mental, innit?
That's nuts.
And
oh yeah, are you still supplementing the CBD.
Yeah, so
I
that
need
comes
some
at
more
night.
of that.
I have the protein, then I'll train boxing, then I'll be finished for the day or for that part of my day, and in my driveway in my car on the drive home, I'll take my creatine tablets. Then that's it really, until night time, where then I take CBD oil before I go to bed.
Do you still taking the drops?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get some. I didn't enjoy the drops, but I like the gummies. I smashed all of those.
Are they all gone?
All of them.
Oh.
I was doing 2 or 3
I
a
need
day.
to speak to the thing some more. Shout out to my Indica CBD.
Is that what they're called?
Yes.
Nice.
Drop me a message if you want some CBD oil. I'll hook you up. Discount code.
Discount code.
That one. Sorry, over there. Discount code. Fuck, what is it? Discount code FAB30 for 30% off.
Actually?
Yeah.
Can we not make a discount code randomly?
No, I have got one, genuinely.
Oh, FAB30.
Yeah, FAB30 for 30% off.
Discount code Phil35 for
Literally don't have
the
anything.
discount code.
My Indica CBD. But just message me and I'll send you the details.
Nice.
So yeah, that's my day. That's my daily sups. So nothing crazy, to be honest. I keep it simple.
I used to do all of the tablets for vitamins and minerals, but it just messed with my
Do you remember
stomach.
when you gave me that sachet thing? The mineral sachet?
Yes.
Disgusting. And you snaked me as well. And
No,
didn't
I
tell me what
I
it would
tried
taste
it.
like. Yeah, you tried it and went, oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Take some.
Because I wanted you to.
So I took a whole mouthful. Tastes like the sea. It was salt, basically. It was like vitamin salt.
Yeah, so it was electrolyte and mineral.
Yeah, you didn't tell me
Sachet.
that. I just fucking smashed some table salt in my mouth. It was disgusting.
It's very salty. I don't actually know how good they work, but if you think of how much we're sweating throughout the day, especially you, because
Yeah, I
you've got
sweat
double
loads.
sessions, you're losing all of those.
That's why I have so much zinc.
Yeah. Do you supplement magnesium as well?
No.
Maybe we should add that in. I say we. I'm not going to do anything. Maybe you should add that in.
Yeah.
Okay. I have got a life hack for you. Actually, you already know one of them, but there's another one which I found. So, we're big advocates of using Siri to...
Ever since I've swapped over to this, my Siri is fucked.
Oh,
He's useless. The one on the old phone I had before was my best friend. I loved him with all my heart, okay?
no, he's gone.
And now he's gone.
That's what you get for getting
Because
rid of him.
this one's shit. I'd say, like, hey Siri, remind me at 5 p.m. that I need to send that email. And it does it. It sticks it in my reminders, but it doesn't actually flash it up on my phone.
Yeah, I think that might be a setting thing.
Well, I need to figure that out then.
Yeah.
Because
So-
it did in the old one, it doesn't on this one.
For people that aren't using Siri as a reminder, it is the best
Oh my
thing.
God. It's the best thing
The
ever.
best thing.
It takes 5 seconds. Just hold the button, go, hey Siri, remind me at 5 that I need to go do the podcast.
Yeah, and then at 5, you get the ding and you're like, oh yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, because I am the
I won't
most
have that shower.
forgetful yeah, literally. I'll be in like the middle of a game of FIFA or something. I'll be like, oh yeah, shit, I gotta go.
Yeah. Because it's so easy to forget stuff, and we have to remember everything that's
Just
going on
small little things.
day to day.
Yeah.
I've got a new one for you. On WhatsApp, you can pin chats to the top. So I think this will be useful for you. But for me, if I get a message and I read it, you can leave it on unread. But if you leave it for enough days, you've got all the new chats in, and it's like scrolled down so you don't see it. Do you know what I mean? So if you get a message and you need to reply to it.
Yeah.
So, Phil, can we do the PT Monday at 12?
Yeah.
I've read it and I'm just checking my diary before I reply. And by now it's Wednesday and I'm waiting to reply to them, but I've kind of left it on unread.
Yeah.
So to make sure I don't miss it, you can pin it to the top of your chats. So that it doesn't matter what next chat comes in, it's always
That's
at the
always
top.
at the top.
It's class.
I'm alright. I just because I'm quick to read it and I'll be like, okay, I'll do that in a minute. So what I'll do is I'll swipe it and make it unread again.
And then finish it.
And then at some point,
Do you never leave it for days?
no,
Oh.
I'll leave it in red for days.
Okay.
Obviously, no, I'll leave it. So I'll read it, then I'll swipe it back to say make it unread, so it shows up in my notifications
Yeah.
just whenever I go on WhatsApp that it's unread. And then at some point during the day, I'll allocate time to just go through and go, I need to do that, reply to that, reply to
Yeah,
that. reply
see,
to
I
that.
didn't do that.
Usually I
used to
do it
that
late
a
at
lot.
night. Usually just as I'm getting into bed. Like probably a lot of people that message me, they'll message me in the day unless it's urgent. I won't really get back to you till about 11 at night.
Because that's your time to go through.
Yeah, because if basically in my head I designate that's an immediate, I can do that one tonight, I can do that one tonight, I can do that one tonight.
Go through from there.
And then I would just sit there in bed at like 11 and just bang out all the replies quickly. I do that with everything, to be honest. Like I do all my WhatsApp replies, all my emails and stuff. I bang those all out.
Are you a night owl?
Yeah, 100% the night person. Like I'm just up for no reason.
It's nice. It's peaceful in the evening though.
Yeah, I think that's the thing as well. And do you know what the thing is as well? I thought this last night. Is that I think part of the reason why I do it as well is because at that time they don't reply. It annoys me so much where I'm trying to bang through like a bunch of messages that I've got stacked. And then as I'm doing it, they're replying as well. And I'm just like, oh, it's an endless cycle. I just can't get out. Whereas if I do this at night, I've just got a new list to work from in the morning, basically, when I wake up.
You're almost like working through it.
Yeah. I just tick that list off and then in the morning...
But that does mean that you can only send one message a day, so you won't get...
Well, no, because I can decide at some point if it's yeah.
Your conversation takes
guys,
weeks.
Fucking be careful because you get one message from me a day, so use it carefully.
Be wise with it.
No, I'm joking. But if I decide that I need to if I need to reply to it immediately, then I will. There are people I talk to daily, but it's just certain things that don't need like immediate replies. A question I want to ask you as well is something I came across while listening to another podcast, which I found quite interesting. Was what do you think the most positive thing to come out of lockdown is? To come out of the main one, so the one earlier in the year, the big one when it was all just zoom, everything was gone. Obviously, there's a lot of negative about it, and financial and money and depression and blah, 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 of course. But, one in general, I want a general answer of one, what you think the best thing to come out of it was, and then one, a personal of what the best thing to come out of it for you was.
So, can I do mine first?
Yeah, you do whichever one you want.
For me personally, lockdown was a realization that the amount that you work doesn't give you value.
Elaborate. The amount.
There's a stigma today with this idea of, and I think it's to do with hard work, but no, not even hard work. It's to do with the amount of hours. There's a stigma today with you should work long, or working long hours is like a virtuous thing.
I get what you mean. It's like endearing. Like you should strive to work yourself to the bone kind of thing.
And during lockdown, I realised a couple of things. One, that lots of people that have a lot of money don't work that much. And two...
Pause. Remember your two. Is that because they worked hard previously?
Yeah.
They worked a lot previously, but now they don't.
Yes, maybe. However, there are lots of people that work a lot previously and still do now that earn not a lot of money.
True. Yeah, okay. That's a very fair point.
And don't get me wrong, I think that working a lot is great. As in, if you enjoy it, or if you're working towards something, you want to earn a certain amount of money, that, great. But I think working a lot for the sake of, which I feel like some people do, of saying that you work a lot, like striving to hit 45 hours a week or whatever, that's nuts.
It's not as glamorous as it, or not even. I don't know if glamorous is the right word, but it's not as good as it is to say.
It's bonkers that 45 hours of work is a standard for us. Like that's like 9 to 5, 5 days a week is a standard for a human. That's crazy. That means that you spend 5 of your 7 days every week of your life working. Like what?
Mental, isn't it?
By the time you've left at 8, you get to work for 9. You finish at 5. You get home for 6. You've cooked dinner. You've sorted your kids out at 7 p.m. You've got 2 hours of your day. Oh, brilliant! Nice one, Jeff. Enjoy your 9 to 5.
Nice one, Jeff.
Do you know what I mean? Like
that is mental, isn't it?
So, going back to the original question, lockdown for me made me realise that I would like to make lots of money and be able to do the things I want to. However, I don't want to work for the sake of working.
Just because you feel like...
And don't get me wrong, I used, and less so now, but I used to work 10 hours a day every day, like not even 5 days a week. I'd be in the gym
On the weekends too.
Saturday,
Yeah, I
Sunday,
remember that.
like every day of the week, and I loved it. It was great. And I wasn't earning as much as I am now, you know? So it doesn't even have to equate, or I don't know what I'm trying to say, but does that make sense? My point is that
What was your thing?
my point is that working long hours is not virtuous. It's not a good.
So the
it's not a
positive
good
thing to come out of it
strive for.
personally for you is that
I
you
cannot-
came to the realization,
Yeah. I came to the realization that I don't want to work lots of hours.
or that it's not as good to work a lot of hours like you once thought.
Yeah, well, I only thought it because I feel like it's a set thing in society that like
What you should do.
you should work for. You know, you should have like a part-time job, or you should work 5 days. Okay, so the standard one would be you should work 5 days a week, 9 to 5, or you should work 5 nights a week if you have a night job, or 3 days and 2 nights. You know, don't know. And then I think the one for society.
The general one.
I think that the general one for everyone was to spend more time with your family and your loved ones. However, I think it quickly went away when we got back to normal.
I think that's only natural once you've spent so much time with people. Because the thing is, you've been locked up with nothing but those people for however long. So now, as much as that time you appreciate them people, you do want to get away from them a bit. And
What was yours?
mine was going to be that I realised, especially with my life, that I am just boom, 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 here, there, everywhere, gone. I've got to go here, I've got to go there. And I notice it a lot, and I feel quite bad that like my mum tries to have conversations with me and engage with me about my day and what I'm doing and blah blah blah, because she genuinely wants to know and cares, obviously. But and I'm just like, yeah, it's good, but I've got to go. So I'll catch you in a bit. And she goes, oh, so how was your day today? Yeah, it was good, same old, you know. But I've got to go here, so I'll see you in a bit. And I was just so like that for so long, and that because that's because I was so focused on training and on boxing and being better and having to do so many different things. And it was part and part good because I loved everything I was doing. It wasn't bad at all. It was all good things. But it made me realise that, well, I always knew anyway. I always loved spending time with my family. They were always they're always my favourite people. But it made me realise that I need to add them into my day the same way I would training and boxing and whatever else. I need to not particularly set aside.
Can I add on this?
Yeah, go.
Something I noticed during the first lockdown, not so much in the second one because I think people had a plan for what they were going to do, but in the first one, because nobody had a plan, it meant that all of our days were free. We had free time. Which means when you've got free time, you look for things to do to fill it. Naturally. Oh, I'm going to spend time with my family. I'm going to play some board games. We're going to have conversations. This and that and that. When you have free time, not in lockdown, or actually just in general, we look to fill it, but you never fill it with your family. Or like I never fill it with my family. I'll always try and fill my free time
Externally.
with recreational activities like a meal. Or I'm going to go play some football, I'm going to play tennis, or I'm going to go to the gym and train. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then you had free time, but you filled it with recreational stuff. You haven't actually got any free time now.
Yeah. I get exactly what you mean. This is why I was saying
Because you feel like you have to fill your free time.
Yeah, and I feel like I learned that I needed to pay more attention to making a conscious effort and decision to devote more time to my family and my mum and cousins, brothers, sisters, or just little things like just seeing them quickly for 15 minutes, or just when I'm sat eating my food, I'm not sitting there eating with my headphones in watching maybe a video or something. I'm sat there and my mum's with me and I'm just talking to her about her day and blah blah blah. But I'm making little conscious efforts to try and be more present, almost.
Yes.
Around in their lives and stuff. And that was what lockdown almost brought back to me, was that, oh fuck, I just love pissing about with my family, talking to them, laughing, joking, whatever. They're my favourite people.
Yeah.
And it just gave me that like little reminder of You're like, yeah, Fab, cool, you're doing well in life, things are going good, but just remember, like, family first.
Yeah,
and always, and blah, blah,
100%.
blah. And it gave me that little thing to be like, you know what, like, I need to make more of an effort
Yeah.
with things like that. I need to, like I said, designate time to see different family members, different whoever's. And obviously it's difficult now because of Corona and you're not allowed to do certain things. But right now I base it on my immediate family, so the people around me and my household and whatever else.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that was it for me. That I realised that I need to sometimes come out of my whirlwind of a life and just
Slow down.
just slow down for a second and just enjoy the people around you.
It comes full circle, doesn't it? Because my granddad is now slowing down, and we as a family have to find time between us to go and see my grandparents, because they're like lonely. You know, they don't see many people. They can't like go out and do much. So my granddad's actually just got into chess.
I love chess.
He's just got into chess, and my brother's really, like, my twin brother's really good at chess. He smashes me every time. We used to be close, but he just smashes me every time now because he's like practiced it, and I'm like not practicing. But I went to play with my granddad, and he is just got all the time in the world. Like, honestly, didn't rush a single move. I probably sat there for an hour on one game, which is like a long time to play chess. But he's just, I'm like, come on, man.
Granddad, man.
I'm like, I've got 3 pieces left. There's only so many moves.
Let's just crack on, mate.
Yeah.
Come on.
Let's go. But again, it was quite nice to see him just go slow and there was no rush for him whatsoever. And actually, I sat there and I thought, actually, I'm not in a rush either. But I want you to hurry up.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
When it's that you have to, because it seems like a lot of the time you're just always on autopilot. You're just on go. Next thing. Get this thing finished to do the next thing. Where I think you have to consciously, like I said, make that effort to go, you know what, just enjoy this moment on its own individually for the time being.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to rush through it and get to the next one or move to the next one and whatever.
It's so weird. Life is just one big like balancing act.
Yeah, it's trying to just manage everything, isn't it? Like, I need to do enough of this, but I can't forget that, and I need to go over there, and I need to do this.
That's one of my favourite memes. It's something. I think it's like a uni student meme, but it's like, right, you've got to fit in 4 hours of lectures, 3 hours of study, 2 hours of social life, 1 hour of personal hygiene, and 1 hour of this. But then, don't forget your 10 hours of sleep and
And then like you got a social, and then you've got to go to the gym, and you got to stay healthy, and you got to train, and don't forget you got to cook and blah blah blah, and then you just add it all up, and it's just like,
it doesn't fit in.
Nah,
doesn't fit in. Weird.
None of it fits, and you've just got to try and you just, again, like you said, it's just balancing.
So now you're out of lockdown. Are you still maintaining those things that you said? As in, like, do you feel like you're able to spend more time with your family now?
Yeah, but I do it on a more spontaneous basis. Like, so when the opportunities occur, I take more time to just be in them.
Yeah.
Where like I do things to try and rush through them. Even small things, like recently when the other day we went to go buy our Christmas tree. That's something I would usually skip. I'd let my mum and stepdad go, and they'd go, and
I saw her post.
I'd do whatever. Yeah, of course. And she's like buzzing about it. So that's something I consciously went, nah, Fab, go, because that's just half an hour. And I did the funny, like, it was funny as fuck, and we had a good time, and it was just a laugh. It was a small little thing. It was about an hour out of all of our days.
Yeah.
But all we did was drive somewhere, get a tree. There was like a bit of a fiasco because we bought a big tree and it broke the netty thing, and we was all laughing and pissing about, joking, and then Neil had to go somewhere with the tree, and he took me and my mum to Sainsbury's because I had to grab some bits and she wanted to buy some bits. And like, it was weird. I felt like 10 again, going around Sainsbury's with my mum doing some shopping. I was like, I haven't done this in years, and it was just nice to just, again, that's an easy thing for me to go, nah guys, I need to go do this today. I'm not coming to grab the tree with you. I need to go blah blah blah. And my mum, my stepdad, no one would like turn their nose up at me. They're like, yeah, cool, no worries. But making that conscious decision to do it, I think in my head, like, nah, just spend an hour with him, like, just chill with him.
When you're a kid, or when you're a child to a parent, I think less so with us, because I think our parents are quite cool, but for a lot of people, maybe, and maybe a couple of times in my life, you feel like your parents don't understand. Do you know what I mean? So you'll do something, and your mum will be like, "No, you can't do that. Anything, Mum, I really want these sweets."
Yeah.
Your mum's like, "No, you can't have them," and you're like, "What? But it's only sweets, like whatever." And you feel like your parents don't understand, and in that moment, you forget that every parent was once
A child.
a child of a different parent, and they've actually done it all before you. And when you're going, "No, actually, I'm going to go and see my friends," they're probably thinking, "Oh, I just want to spend time with you, but I was there once." Like,
Yeah, of
I'm
course.
just gonna let you
They
go.
want to, because they don't want to be the overbearing parent to be
Yeah.
like, "Oh no, you should spend time with us." Blah, blah, blah. And I think and the other thing with it as well, they want you to want to do it, because it's always that thing of like, it's not the same if you have to ask someone to do something.
Yeah.
When they do it on their own or they want to do it on their own, it's very different. And I think with parents, all they want is they want to feel like, because there's always that thing about being the cool parent or
Yeah.
getting on with your parents to any level. They just want you to want to be around them. They don't want to have to feel like they're asking you and forcing you and stuff. And my mum knows we're the closest of friends anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just those little reminders that I think you need to do with them. Like even small today, like when I got in from the gym, even though I was rushed and we had to do all of this and I had to eat quickly, I had to get changed, I had to shower,
Yeah.
and I had to get back out to come do this. When I got home, she was like, "Oh, can you just help me with the Christmas tree? Like I want to put it up and blah, blah, blah." And I just went, "Yeah, cool, no worries." Like, and I just made more out of it by like actually having fun with it instead of going, "Oh, Mum, I can't. Like, I've got to go. I've got to do this. Like, I need to. Blah, blah, blah. Like, I can't. I haven't got enough time." Instead of doing that, I was just like, "Yeah, cool, no worries, do it."
Yeah.
Like pissed about. I stuck like Christmas songs on my phone while we were doing it. Like we were just putting up the tree and messing around and just. But just I think taking those little opportunities where they are, I think is the best way to do it. At least for me, anyways.
On Saturday, I spent 4 hours putting up a 12-foot plastic Christmas tree.
Oh yeah, I see the thing.
Crazy.
Mad. Mine's 8 foot, and I thought
12 foot.
Mine's
Yeah,
real,
you need. All right, sorry.
that's a topic for.
To be fair,
next week. Real
fake-
versus fake.
Fake trees are the bomb now.
Yeah, they're probably
They
sick.
they look good.
Yeah, they probably do. Absolutely smash
I
it.
still think not as good as a real one, but they look good. We were trying to get this star on top of a 12-foot tree is a pain
Did you have
in
a
the
ladder?
bum. Yeah, we had to, but the tree's like this, and there's no wall next to it, so you can't ladder against a tree. Like,
You use a straight ladder. So you haven't got like one of
so
them
we had a
triangle ones?
step ladder, but that wasn't high enough because it's 12 foot, so it's twice as high as me.
Yeah.
So we actually had to get a ladder and hold the ladder. I can't even remember what we did. Maybe hold the ladder. I don't know.
Hard,
But we got the light on. We got the thing on the tree.
but you got it. You got there.
But again, it's so much fun. You just make a laugh out of it. Like the head fell off the angel, and we didn't have any like glue, so I was trying to melt a candle and use the wax
To stick it.
to stick the head back on the. But that didn't work. Like it worked for a second and then it came off. Jokes.
That's what I mean. Just taking advantage of those situations in them, because you could easily go, "Oh, look, I can't," or "I don't want to," or "I need to go do this," or blah blah blah. But just taking the time to do them, I think, is what I've learned from
From your lockdown.
From the
How
lockdown
funny it comes
that
full
we've got
circle.
all the way back there.
That's what we've learned. Full circle.
Good. Thank you, guys.